Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Matitz with the Pokeslabs and today we're making another deck profile and today we're gonna be looking at the winning list from the Milwaukee Regional Championship and that is the Raging Bolt EX. So for our Pokemon we have 3 Raging Bolt EXs as our main attackers. We also have 3 Teal Mask Ogerpons which serve as draw engine and energy acceleration onto the board. We have 3 Hoot-Hoots, which evolve into 3 Noctowls, which help us get 2 trainer cards from our deck if we have a Terra Pokemon in play, in our case the Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. And to find Hoot-Hoots and Noctowls in our first turn, we have 2 Fenrotom. We also have 1 Raging Bolt as the single prize attacker that can also bench snipe, 1 Slitherwing to deal with pesky Pikachus, 1 Pheasantipity EX as our draw engine, 1 Mew EX also as our draw engine, 1 Larias EX which gives our Pokemon free retreat, 1 Squawkabilly EX to reset our hand in the first turn, and 1 Ditto which can transform into any basic Pokemon in the first turn. So for our supporters, of course, we have 4 copies of Professor Sada's Vitality. We also have 2 Crispin, which serve as energy acceleration, 1 Boss's Orders, and 1 Judge to reset and disrupt our opponent's hand. And for our items, we have 4 copies of Nest Ball. We also have 4 copies of Ultra Ball. We also have 3 Earthen Vessel, which help us find energies from our deck. We have 2 Knight's Treasure to recover either Pokemon or energies from our discard. 1 Energy Retrieval to recover energies from the discard. 1 Palpad to recover supporters from the discard. And as the ace pack of choice, we have the Prime Catcher. For our Pokemon tool cards, we only have 1 Bravery Charm. For our stadiums, we have 2 Area 0 Underdepths and 1 Jamming Tower. And for our energies, we have 3 basic fighting energies, we have 3 basic lightning energies, and we have 5 basic grass energies. So, a little bit about this deck. You always want to go second with it, because you want to knock out their active in turn 1, which can be done with either Crispin or Sada. So, this deck is very explosive and very aggressive, and it's actually very good in a vast majority of the current meta. For example, one of the better matchups is one of the biggest decks there are at the moment in the Pokémon TCG, and that is the Dragapult EX. You have a great matchup against it, because you can hit for really high numbers with the Raging Bolts, and they can't one-hit knock out any 2 prizer that you have in 1 hit. So that's pretty cool, but unfortunately there are also some of the decks in the current meta that are kind of big, that are not all that great for this deck, and one of them has got to be the Tank Terapagos, because, well, for Tank Terapagos, it can hit for really high numbers, and it can one-hit knock out you, while you have to put out an enormous numbers to one-hit knockout their Terapagos, because you need, if they play the tank variant with the Buffalons, they have 240 HP plus 60 with the Buffalons is 290, yes? And then the Bravery Charm is 340, and that's 5 energies every single round, which is a lot. And another deck that it's not all that good for us is the Frostless Monkidori, the deck that I did just last week. Why? Well, because we heavily rely on Pokemon with abilities, so like Noctowls that we saw before, like Teal Mask Ogerpons, and the Frostless gets a lot of damage ramped up onto those Pokemon, so it's very tricky to get around that deck, because it will try to stall you, and it will try to get multiple prizes off your ability Pokemon such as the Pheasantipity Mew, the Tilmask Ogerpons, and such. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and catch you next time.